Hey guys, it's Lewis. Welcome to another 3-minute rant. And as you can see from the title, today it's about fat children. So, what do I mean when I say fat children? Well, I'm talking about young children that are morbidly obese or like really fat. So this has been quite a controversial topic of conversation because in the UK there was talk of making it a chargeable offence to cause your child to be very fat because it's a form of neglect. So a lot of people, there's two camps about whether it's the parents' fault or not, and so basically I want to talk about that. In my opinion, it is a form of neglect to let your child get to a very fat state, very overweight, where it's causing them health problems. I watched a YouTube video about, the problem of overweight children, and somebody had commented saying something like, how dare you blame it on the parents? But for me, it's common sense that of course it's the parents that, the parents have control over everything that child eats when they're young, right? Ultimately, it's the parents that feed the child, yeah? So they decide what it eats. And I've seen a lot of people, like there was a news story about a woman who feeds her 3-year-old daughter KFC like every day. And they say, well, why do you do that? And she's like, because she likes it, she wants it. And I'm like, well, she only wants it because she's used to it. Like, if you bring up your child and feed them fruits as treats, for example, then they're going to grow up wanting fruit they won't want a biscuit because they're not used to having it. They're not born with favorite foods, you have to actually introduce it to them. So if you treat biscuits or fast food as a treat, then they will get used to that, whereas if you hand them out all the time, they're going to want it. So ultimately I think it's up to the parents to feed their child with the correct diet, and they should absolutely take the blame if that child has health problems as a result of being overweight. But do I think that the child should be taken away from the parents? That's another thing. I'm not entirely sure about this. I think in extreme cases, maybe. I think it would be better to educate the parents. I think that first of all, if you're going to have children, you should know what you're letting yourself in for and know how to look after a child properly. So you should know about diet and stuff. But I think it would be better to educate the parents on how to feed their child, because the care system, the foster care system or whatever, is already very busy, just with like normal children, and I think it would be just overcrowded even more if you were to put in all the children who are very obese. But I think definitely educate the parents. It's up to them to teach that child good eating habits and stuff like that. So in conclusion, fat children, I blame the parents because it's absolutely their fault, because they choose what that child eats up until whatever age they are when they're getting their own food. Up until then, it's down to the parents. So, if you disagree or if you agree, leave your comments below. Subscribe for more videos and give us a thumbs up. And I shall hopefully see you again with another 3-minute rant. See ya!